do is we're going to begin, first of all, when we register, when we have somebody that has gone through the process, have made the decision that they want to engage with Dubli and become a business associate, the simplest and easiest way for you to enroll them is always use hyperlinks. In fact, I encourage you to use hyperlinks on everything that you do. And the hyperlink that you will create, if you will look up here in the URL, you're going to see this says dublinetwork.com / and then this is because I'm on this particular site. Your hyperlink, and you can create this in an email. We'll type in www.dublinetwork.com / and your personal business associate number. So that / and then your 6-digit number, 7-digit number, depending on what you've got, creates the hyperlink. So when you send that off to somebody, it brings them to your personal site. And what it'll allow them to do, it'll allow them to log in, but when they log in, they are immediately attached to you. That's number one. Now I'm going to go over here to the login section. I'm going to click on login, and I'm going to take this out of here because I'm going to use a demo site. And this is going to be they'll log in using their email that they signed up with and the password that they created. So this is how they're going to log into their own site once they've gone through the registration process. Now, they're on their site. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to log back out for a moment, and I'm going to log back in. I want to do this in a different way. So I'll take this back out. Make sure I type that in correctly and log in. Okay, now we've logged in. In the demo site, this is the name up here, so this is how they'll see their name, their BA number. It'll show how many days they've got left for the year that they're in before that $39 a month administrative fee kicks in. The first thing you want to do, the first thing you want to walk your people through is when they've logged in is you'll notice these links running horizontal, and this is where everything is at. My Office, My Gifts, all of these going across. I'm going to walk you through these here in a moment. But when you put the cursor on My Office, you notice the drop-down window that appears. And these are all sub-headers within this section called My Office. If they want to buy a product, well, I'm going to come back to that first because I want to go immediately to the most important thing, and that is the profile. When they log in the very first time, go to My Profile. Now, you're going to notice up here this individual's name appears, and there's this long digit in these quotation marks. Every one of us has that assigned to us when we first register at Dubli. The first thing we want to do is make sure that all of this information is correct. Their address, their email, their date of birth, their name, the whole thing. They can change their address just by clicking in the box if somebody moves and does those types of things, and then they can update it. What they cannot change is their name. They cannot change their Social Security number or date of birth. That has to be done by the company. They cannot change their email. If any of that data needed to be changed, if an error was made, you create a ticket to the company. You tell them the error. You tell them what it needs to be corrected to. They do it for you. Everything else you can correct yourself. Right here in the second section, you see here's that long digit number that corresponds to this one up here. They can they highlight it, take it out, delete it, and then type in whatever username they want to appear up there when somebody comes to this site. It's up to them. It can be whatever they want it to be. Then the password is right here, and they can change the password anytime they want just by highlighting that, taking it out, and typing in a new password. Under preferences, they just need to make sure it was, it's set for the correct language. You can set this up to show on your website either your real name, your username, or your company name. And it's your choice on what you want to appear, so that up here, instead of this name here appearing, if it was a username that we had selected, the username would appear here. If it was the company name we selected, the company name would appear here. Whatever you want it to, whatever the individual wants it to be. They want to always click to receive the newsletter, so they always get it. And they always want to have these boxes ticked as well, so they receive emails and show their honors from, you know, what's going on in their website. The emails will come from their organization and as well as their personals. Here's where they can put in their personal Twitter ID if they're using Twitter. And then here's where they can type in a little story about themselves, what they want people to see coming to their website. And then down here they can also upload a photo so they can customize and make the site, you know, how they want it to look, whatever they want it to look like. Any changes that are made throughout the site, make sure when you're done, always click Update Profile. If you do not, then the changes you made will not stay. You have to click Update Profile, and then everything will be completed. Now, I'm going to go back up here to my office. I'm going to click on my office. Bring us back to the main page again for a moment. And then what we'll do is, as soon as my computer catches up to me, is I want to walk through a few of these. I encourage everybody, once you have logged in, you've got your profile set, is to go back in and then spend some time literally clicking link after link after link after link to be able to really get kind of a feel where things are at, what's going on. My computer is going to give me a problem here, I see. Let me move this out of the way a moment. And let me just refresh the screen. And of course, you've got to have a computer that works. I've got multiple computers, and they always seem to give me a little bit of an issue. Well, I just need for this to catch back up. Now let's do this. Let's start from the beginning. See if I can make it do that. Well, technology is great when it works. So we're going to open up a new one. That'll be the easiest thing for me to do, and rather wait for that. Okay. So I'm going to go back over here to login. Take this back out. And go ahead and log everything back in as I did before. Okay. Now, back here to my office, the drop-down window appears. You go here to buy a product. This is where an individual will go if they want to buy any of the vouchers. These are the membership vouchers. These are the premium vouchers, the 20-pack and the 40-pack. Here's the VIP vouchers, the 3-pack and the 5-pack. If somebody is a team member, a business associate, a team member, they can upgrade to the TLA package by just paying the difference. In other words, if they came in as a team member, they paid the $495. They can upgrade to the TLA package for $65 instead of $7,000. And then you also come here to buy the marketing packages, and these are all housed right back here, which is all the products. Here's where the data is, where you put in your credit card to do that accordingly. Go back to my office, and here's where you can go take a look at the orders that you've placed. If you ever come back here, by the way, and you have a balance shown in red, that means you haven't paid for one of the orders that are back here. It hasn't gone through. If that's the case, what you want to do is you go over here to where the circle is, you'll click in it, which highlights that particular order, and then you'll go down here and fill in the data to pay for it. Simple and easy to do. The account is where you'll go to take a look at any of the activity. This is a dummy site, so there's nothing here. But it will be where you take a look at all of your account activity, anything that's gone on. My customer points is where you see the accumulation of your points. Remember now, a premium customer and a VIP customer both carry 1 point each. And so you'll see the username, the point, and then your cumulative totals. The My Earnings section is where you can go and you can look at your income on a month-to-month basis. You'll be able to break it down within your organization. It will show you the earnings by category. In other words, here it shows your personal customers, any of the packages your customers that you earn a commission on. Here's your business associates, any of those packages, their customers. And this line here, the customer commissions that would be on purchases, those types of things. Customer package commissions will be what you've earned on whether they're a premium customer, VIP customer, and then the promotions is any of the bonuses and promotions that Dubli is running. Down here is where you'll see your data in terms of the balance. Your pending balance will be a running total of the earnings to date for the month. And then at the end of the month, when it closes out at midnight Central European Time, last day of the month. And then between the 5th and the 9th of the following month, what will happen is you'll see the previous month's balance drop down here to available balance. This is where you'll go in here and you will transfer your funds to your Paylutions account. If you want to know how to do that, here's this link that says how it works. Click on the link. It will literally take you through step by step and exactly how to do it, especially if this is the first time that you're moving funds for your commissions. Very important that you understand how to do that. Very important that you always do that between the 5th and the 9th of each month so the company knows how much of your current earnings you want to move. Your organization, this is where an individual will go. It'll show your name, your rank, the date you entered. When you have an organization, there's a plus sign here, and you can literally break it down. So you can go down through your entire group. You'll see what their ranks are, how long they've been with the business. You'll see all of the pertinent information that you need to take a look at. Your contacts, those who choose to use this, most people are using their own databases because they're used to them. I use Outlook and some database management systems I'm used to, and rather than me learning a new system, it's your choice, but this would be where it would go if you chose to do that. This is your profile. We were just there. When you buy things, rather than emailing you an invoice, it is downloaded. This will be where you come to take a look at your invoice, make sure it's correct. You can also print it out if you want. You will also have the ability to see up here in this corner where the mouse is now. This is also a quick reference to the downloads, and they'll be housed here as well, so you can go to either place. Here's any emails that you corresponded within your group, any credits that you have due to you, and these two, this is going to disappear because at one point we were able to purchase some stock from the company. We're no longer able to do that since they're moving to the NASDAQ. Now, my gifts, this is where you go if you bought the vouchers, either the premium vouchers or the VIPs. It will show you here what your total number of vouchers you have left. You can buy additional from here. This is for your premium. This is for your VIP. As you scroll down, this will be where you can determine whether you want to send somebody a premium or a VIP voucher. Put in their name, email. They need to have a Dubli user ID number, which means they need to be a registered free customer first. Very important. We've had a few questions where people were sending vouchers out to people that hadn't joined yet as a free customer. They need to be a free customer first, then you can send them the voucher. And then down here is where you'll be able to take a look at the history that the voucher was sent correctly, they've received it, and they've redeemed it. Now, again, I encourage you to go through all of this at your leisure. Now, the Business Builder Max, this is where you go, and back here is where all of the reports are. Now, I'm just going to give you a real quick cursor review. When you click on Read More and Reports, this is the business side, recognition side, personal reports. If you click on the down arrow, there are a ton of reports here, folks, and you just need to go through them. Each one will give you an explanation how they work. Learn which ones are important to you, how you can use them to run your business. In the future, we will create a little video link that will walk people through the use of each one of these reports, and there will be some others being added, and some of these will be deleted as we get more and more data from the field on which of those are important. Team recognition, same situation. You click on the down arrow, you can take a look at specifics about your team, top 10 cash flow, top 10 personal recruits, this type of thing, so that you can recognize your people. And then on the personal report side, this is strictly about your own customers, your honors, and your own cash flow. So that's all under the Business Builder Max. Under the education link, this is where the Dubli business system is. If you click on this, it'll just take you here. It'll explain to you what it is. This is where you download the data. This is the actual you can actually almost create a booklet out of it if you choose to do so. It's in multiple languages. You can see this one labeled EN would be the one that you'd want to download in English. But again, there's some really, really good information. For leaders, some of this will be redundant. It's part of what we've learned to do over the years, but it's important to have, especially for new people as they come into the business. The Dubli Academy, as we move this out, will appear here. These are just a few of the pieces that are in from past events that we've done, but the full Academy will be housed here, and they'll be uploading that over the next number of weeks to come. The compensation plan is here. What a business associate link explanation is here. The icons, what they mean, is here, and this is just to give people an idea of what what each one of the symbols represents. Here's a glossary of terms where you can come in and get an explanation on what the terminology is within our business. Here's also where the honors are, so that you can see what the honor recognitions are for people within the business. And then if a sale is taking place, this is where the bill of sale is for a business associate to use in selling their business, because it is an asset. You can do that. The marketing section, let me go back over here a second, click on my office, let me clean this up. Okay, in the marketing section, here's the meeting calendar. Now, when you go there, this is global, so go over here to this area section, click the down arrow, and then you can select by America, Europe, Australia, or global. If you go to America, we're just getting, and part of this is brand new. Our people are just now getting used to it. These are two of the events that I host for the company. Some of our leaders they had to drop the ball because we got webinars running every month. They haven't got them posted in here. I'll be getting to them to let them know, but this is where it will be. Now, there will be designated individuals that will have authorization to post their meetings. This is where they'll come to do that. They put in the meeting, the date, time zone, all this type of thing, country, and then the little description of what's going on here. And then what they'll do is, if it's a webinar, they post the webinar link right here, who it's hosted by. It is defaulted to public, and then you save it. And this is how all of this will get in here. That is under the marketing. And then if you want to take a look at what's going on, in, let's say in Europe, then you do the same thing. Let me get this out of the way. So you just go over here to Europe and then click meetings, and now you can see the ones that are being handled in which countries and what kind of a format it is. In this category also, if you want to go in and you look at, for some reason my browser seems to be giving me a little bit of an issue. Go down to events calendar. Now, this is the live events. Now, we've got one coming up here June 30th. This is in Germany. There's one also coming up July 6th, and this one is in Melbourne, Australia. The roadshow that we did earlier in the month, those all were hosted back here, along with the PDFs for people to download. And if there's a cost to it, the ticket prices and everything will be here so people know what to do. Then also the presentations are here. So those of you that were, you've had a number of you asking for where's the presentations. Right here is where you can download them. And by the way, if you come to this site from a Mac, it will be for you in the format that is downloadable for the Mac. I'm on a PC right now, so what you see here is also going to be automatically in the PC format as well. So this shows, here's a U.S. presentation, here's a European presentation, here's the partner program presentation, here's the promotions that are going on. This one on Digital Future is kind of interesting. If you all haven't seen this, you may want to download it, take a look at it, because it relates to our business. Same thing with statistics. And then here's the U.S. and European compensation plans. Here also is the downloadable piece on Paylution, so that you also understand how the commissions work. It's another way to be able to view that. Also under the marketing are the banners. And those of you that do a lot of online marketing, and I'm just going to scroll so you can just see the number of banners. There is a ton back here. You just copy the HTML code, put them wherever you want to put them, whatever you're doing online, which promotion you want. When these promotions change, then Dubli will go to wherever you've posted them, and they will change them for you. You don't even need to go back. You notice I'm just scrolling, and they've got this thing just loaded back here with all kinds of banners and things for you to use wherever you've got them. So I'm going to just go back up to the top, or we'd be here forever waiting for all of that to come to pass. Come on. Now, they've done really a remarkable job on the marketing side with this kind of data for people to use it and to be able to have it going on. If you do offline marketing, you can do the same thing. You know, just print it out and take it to the printer, if you will. These are the avatars. If you want to use the avatars for any of your promotions, same situation. You can download them. There's some seasonal ones in here, obviously, as you can tell. And then these are the authorized logos that you can use on any of the promotions that you're running. So same thing, just download these. So all of that's under marketing. Under the partner program, there is a certification. We're going to come back to this at another training because this is going to be a very separate training. Over the next week or so, there will be some additional information coming out regarding the partner program. And then the other aspect is, you know, for the company information, you can come here and you'll see here's the news, here's the newsletter archives, Dubli TV, the gallery, and Inside Magazine. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go back to the main page first because this is how you can get a much simpler look at what we just did, because these are the links running across the top. Here in the middle is whatever events are going on, and you'll see these banners changing constantly. This is broke down into these boxes that make these like quick link locations. This is company news. This is the current news that you see. If you want to see the balance of it, you click details. It'll take you to all of the company news in the archives, and you can pull it from here. Right here lets the individual know what's going on in their rank and the promotion and what they need to do to move to the next rank. This box is the latest presentations. A quick reference to be able to get you there much quicker. You can click View All. It'll take you immediately to the presentations where you can download them. Same thing right here on any organizational news. It'll appear right here. Right here, the upcoming meetings. These are the things that are happening in the current recent time frame. If you want to look at the rest of the meeting calendar, you can click here. It'll take you there directly. This right here is just some of the events that have taken place. This happens to be the Dubli Days Dream Day that took place in Dubai last, I believe, around October. You can click here, and you'll be able to see all of the links. Dubli TV is right here as well. All of these videos. Now, I'm going to go ahead and click on Dubli TV because it's going to open up a separate tab. And let me see here a moment. These are by categories here, and it allows you. You know what I'm going to do? Let me pause this for 1 second because I need to, on this screen, I need to enlarge this, and unfortunately, that is in the way that allows me to do that. So I can enlarge it and move back. Turn the screen back on. Now it's a little bit easier to read. All right, this allows you to see the categories. This is the recent uploads. These are recommended, most popular, top rated. You know, you can go through all of these things. It's in multiple languages. This is video content. Sales directors and above can create their video content. They can upload it to Dubli TV. The sales directors go through a vetting process to be allowed to do this. Vice presidents and above don't need to go through the vetting process. They can immediately upload those, and it'll appear immediately. So again, Dubli TV, I encourage you to come back here. You'll see lots of material, lots of material. Some of it will be dated because some of this goes back to 2011. But it'll give you a little bit of history, if you will, on what's going on with what has gone on with the company. The corporate pieces are housed right under here on Dubli Network and Dubli.com. And even within the corporate pieces, you'll see business associates in various languages have created materials as it relates to either Dubli Network or to Dubli.com. So that is all through Dubli TV, and I again encourage you to be able to go through and take a look at all of that. Now I'm going to come back to, oh, you know what I think I just did? I think I just switched over to the, okay. So I'm going to come back to the office and come back up here to the top. Here again is a quick look at your honors. Now, I've also had some questions regarding where do we see what we're paid on commission-wise in purchases our customers make in Dubli.com. If you want to know the commission side, you come to your back office, you log in right here under Mall Commissions. You can see all of the global platforms. You click, for example, here on US Mall, click this arrow. It will open up to Show All Stores. You'll click on Show All Stores. It'll open up a page, alphabetical. You go to if you're looking for Target, you go to the T's, go down to Target, and then whatever percentage you see represented there from Target, that is the percentage of what we call commissionable revenue. So in other words, if a customer made a $100 purchase in Target, their cashback is based on retail. The commissions that we get paid on is based on commissionable revenue from the vendor. So if the vendor pays 7%, 7% of $100 is $7. The $7 is called commissionable revenue. If it's a personal customer, we would earn 25% of the $7. If it's an organizational customer, you'll earn the percentage based on your rank. But if you want to know where it's at, this is where you come to look at it. Also, here's the Inside magazine. It's a great magazine for you to send out globally. It's also in the back office under the Business Builder Max, where it's coded to you. So if you send it out from the Business Builder Max section, the people can go through it and view it and read it. And it's also loaded with video content and audio content. And if they do anything there, you send it from there, it's tagged to you, the people will be tied to you as well. And so, and also here's where you can join Facebook and some of the things with Google through Dubli. So this is all here on Dubli Network. So it will take some time. You want to go through this until you get real comfortable where everything is at, how you're going to help your people know if they have a question, where do they go, what do they do. We will also have the videos that's going to help people do that as well. So Dubli, this is Dubli all through Dubli Network. Now, let's go to Dubli.com, retail. Now we're on Dubli.com. I've already logged in, so let me log out. Let's go through the same process here. So now that I've logged out, now I'm going to log in. And then I'm going to go over here to log in just as I would. And by the way, Dubli Network and Dubli.com are not connected. So what you do on one does not affect the other. And what happens is this, and this is real important to understand. If you changed your password, for example, in Dubli Network, it did not change your password in Dubli.com. You'd have to come to Dubli.com to change your password. Treat them like two separate companies. So if you want things to be consistent, always remember you got to do it on both sites if that's what you want to do. Now I've logged in. You can see your name will appear down here. Here's all the quick links, by the way, to tie into wherever any of the social media, any of the things that you use. Up here is the control center. You know you've logged in when your name appears here, by the way, and you see the control center tab up here. Here you see travel, shopping, entertainment, and the blog section. Here under Dubli Tools, when you highlight Dubli Tools, by the way, this is where you go to set up your email, to set up your social hub, and to set up the cloud storage as a customer. It's all housed under the Dubli Tools. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to go to the Control Center. When you click on Control Center, it brings you to this site. Now, under your account, the first thing you want to do is you want to go to My Profile. Now, this is assuming that this is the first time you've been here. That long number that we had over in Dubli Network will appear here as well under username. You're going to take it out, delete it, and then put in whatever you want for your username. And then it's defaulted for male and female, so you just want to make sure that it's correct. Make sure your name is in here correct, your email, put in your address, because this will be blank for the very first time. You want all of this filled in so that deliveries know where to be sent to you. Make sure it's set correctly for your currency, your language, your time zone. This would come where if you want to change your password, you would change it right here for the password section. Make sure that you tick the boxes for your newsletter. Any changes you make back here, always click Update Profile. This is also where you're going to see an overview on the cash that's in your cash organizer, any of the cash back that is being earned currently, what is pending. Any of your membership cash back will appear here. This will give you an accumulative total here, and this will also give you any of the rewards that you've earned from Dubli as you go through this. Now I'm going to go back to the control center for a moment. Same situation as existed in Dubli Network. I encourage each of you, please come over here, click on every single link so that you see what's here, you see what you've got. Any questions that you have, you can get them answered so that as you're working with your own organizations, you become very familiar with everything. So here's where your profile is. Here's your membership. This is where you would come to buy your membership package. So you'd come here, you'd click Purchase Subscription. It will take you to these three. Here's the free. Obviously, everybody wants the VIP, so you go down here, you click Order Now, and follow the prompts through. So that's you want to make sure that you do that. Here's where, if it was a true customer side, here's where they would redeem the promo code. That's if you send them something. The newsletter is here. This is also where you can come for your cash organizer. The Dubli MasterCard, any information that you need is on this link. If you're going to transfer money to your bank, which you can do that. You'll come right here to this link that says Bank Transfer. The e-wallet is set up for you right here as well. And once you set up your Dubli Network account, you want to come and you want to make sure your e-wallet is set up accordingly the same way, because they are tied together. Your account history is here. Now this is important for all of you, and that is this. If you are going to use your Dubli Network site, for business building, you want to use your Dubli.com site for customer acquisition. If you've got people you're going to invite to be a customer, as you know, VIP customers are entitled to a $20 fee, a way of saying thank you, for any customer that they invite who becomes a VIP customer. Even though you are in the business, you are also entitled to that $20 fee as well. So you will go here to where it says Invite Friends. You will click on Invite Friends. It will bring you to this site right here. You'll put in their first name, last name, their email, the language, English or German, but for us it'll be English. You put in whatever personal note you want right here to them. Tick off, I've read and accepted the terms, and send it, and click Send Invite. Then it will automatically bring you back to this site. The invitation history is where you will click, and then you can track all of, if there was some in here, they would appear down here below this, and then you would track the information on who you sent out. It will show you the email was sent successfully. It will tell you whether it was redeemed or not. And you can, by the way, in that section, you can also, if you've given a voucher away, by the way, you can always redeem the voucher back if they've not activated it. Now, here's the shopping mall portion of it. You can see your cash back in here. Any missing purchases, you can use this as a link to notify the company that something is missing. And then in the entertainment section, you can manage your playlists here. You can launch the player from here, same thing with music, radio stations, and the games. So again, you really want to go through all of this link by link, get really comfortable with it, know where everything is at. On the shopping side of it, a couple of things I want you to note now. When you click on travel and it brings up the travel site, you will notice that, no, come on. Let me refresh the screen. All right, there's something wrong with my site here. Priceline, Expedia, or Biz will appear right here, and I'm not, for some reason, my software isn't allowing me to finish loading. I wonder why. Give me 1 second. Let's try this. Well, that didn't work either. All right, so I have a little bit of a technical difficulty with my own website, but they all appear here. So those have been launched. So now you've got it all in place. As we scroll down, what you'll also notice is that, and again, let me pause the screen a moment. I need to enlarge this, and I've got to reduce the screen size to get to it. Okay. All right, there we go. And there we go. All right, it's right now it's ticked on hotels. So as you scroll down, you're going to see all the hotels, but you also see the other search engines available. You know, here's this one, Cheapo Air. There's Orbiz, Priceline, and that's all under the hotels. And you know, if I click on all rather than alphabetically, you got hotels.com, hotels, Orbiz, Priceline, all of that all appears again. Airlines, same situation. These are the additional search engines, and that's for above what appears right here next to them when if you could see them. Rental cars, you'll have the same thing as well right here. Now, I'm going to go back up here in a moment, and then I'm going over here to the shopping mall, and I'm going to go down to U.S. And under U.S., you know, we have the other links of entertainment. In fact, before I do that, I want to go to entertainment first. See, the entertainment shows you your video, your music, radio, and games. Now, this is what we've had for some time. Go down here to entertainment. This has all just been released, by the way, folks. Downpour. You know, I wasn't really familiar with Downpour until I went in here and took a look at it. All the content that we've been talking about in terms of e-books, audiobooks, whatnot, the titles, the genre, it's all right here. It's been released. It's available to us now. So, you know, we have the ability to come here, select what we want, see what's available, and they've done a remarkable job of actually ensuring we've got some great content, and, you know, our people just need to know about it. Because right here you can see everything that's here, the titles, you know, the breakdown in terms of classics or science fiction or whatever. So it is up and running, folks. It is here, and this is all available right now underneath the you know, the entertainment section. Then you've also got Netflix. It's here, and here's Cyrus down here. I know a lot of folks love Cyrus. Here's Redbox. Quite frankly, I wasn't even aware we were including Redbox, but it's here. So same situation. You click on Shop, for example, at Redbox. It's going to take you directly to their site, and it will allow you to do what you normally do. There's the trials, the whole thing. You're in Redbox, and you've got access to all of this. So, again, make sure that you spend some time here on all of this, so that you know exactly what you've got available to you. I'm going to go just back here to the general. All of the specials you'll see, they're all here. And again, the features, and there's some great stuff here. You know, here's Best Buy, you know, some specials, 6.7% cash back. So always make sure that you're checking and using your own site. You know, there's that old adage, you got to be a product of the product. And you're going to have to know where everything is at. I just had somebody text me over that I'm moving very quickly. I am, but this is being recorded. To really go through this, we will be creating videos, and they will be generally 3 to 5 minutes each, section by section. We're going to have to create a number of these things, but I needed to give you a general overview. You will be able to take this training. Once we get it rendered, I'll get a link out to everybody, and you will be able to watch it as often as you want, listen to it, stop it, back it up, you know, do all that type of thing. But you know, we want to start getting at least some general information out to everybody as best and as quick as we can. So, and I know I had a number of things that I wanted to be able to get covered for you today, and it's one of the reasons why I needed to go through it as quickly as I did, both for Dubli Network and for Dubli.com. So, but thank you for the text. I understand, and we will, again, we were going to be doing this on an ongoing basis. Like I said, we are putting, the site is almost done that we will be housing. It's called AIM, and it will be for all of our groups. And so you'll be able to have access to everything you need. When somebody first comes in the business, they need to understand what they do first. It will be there. We will create the quick start training for our people, how to help them come out of the boxes really, really quick. The educational side, how to use Dubli Network, how do you use Dubli.com, how do you create your customer acquisition sections. You know, those are this is a tremendous business. We are in a situation of being able to make more money than any of us have ever dreamed of by being of service to people. But we need to understand how we do that so that we can communicate that correctly. And we will make sure that, you know, we have the tools in place to do that. And that's, by the way, that is along with what the company is creating and the resources that they have. Because, again, in Dubli Network, there's a lot of materials back there that will take you through this. The things about the blog, how to set up your email, how to set up your social hub, how to set up the iCloud, all of that, by the way, is in Dubli TV, section by section. How to use the blog, it's back there for you. How to use the shopping mall, it's back there for you. How to use the entertainment, it's back there for you. So the company already has created those short little videos. They'll be under either Dubli Network or Dubli.com, depending on which information you need for which side of the business. But those are corporate created videos, and they're generally anywhere from 2 to 4 minutes long. They're pretty short. So again, go to Dubli TV, look for them, find them, you'll see them. Some of you, we have hyperlinks. We've created some of them. We'll be creating some additionals. We will add them to our also our own field site so that we'll house them there as well. So again, today the process that I wanted to take everybody through was a general quick overview on Dubli Network, where things are at. The best way, again, I'm going to say it again, best way to know where everything is by going to yourself, click on every link, and as well as Dubli.com. I encourage you also to go to both locations every day. I'm on both sites daily. I mean, as you could imagine, when I'm not out traveling, whatnot, I'm on these sites because this is our business. And I'm always going through them, and I'm looking for things that are new, things that are changing, because they're going to continue to add more and more content, and that can happen on a week-to-week basis. So with that, I want to say thank you for the time today. I'm going to bring Michael back. We will, and I'm going to, by the way, let me stop the recording for a moment.